What's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back out here at the hunting spot, going to try to get a successful deer hunt on camera for you guys. Now, I've tried unsuccessfully already a couple times this year to film a hunt, but I mean, deer just hadn't cooperated. I don't have any control over them. I don't guess they do what they want. But here the last few days, according to my trail cam activity, most of my deer movement's been coming between about 2 o'clock and 4:30. So we're out here at 12 o'clock right now to go ahead and get up in a stand, let everything settle down for a little bit, and see if they stick true to form, if they keep coming out at those times today. But just to give you all a little quick recap on the weather, Thursday we were in the 70s having thunderstorms, tornadoes, all that junk. Then yesterday on Friday we were down in the mid 30s. There were daggum snow showers, light snow showers, nothing accumulating or anything. I really wish I would have got the chance to hunt yesterday, but here we are on Saturday. We're up to 41 degrees. That's the high for today, and we've reached that now. But we're fixing to go on ahead and go get up in this stand and see what happens. But before we do get to rolling, if y'all are enjoying the content, as always, make sure to smash that like button. And if you would please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already, that would be greatly appreciated. We've got a lot of awesome fishing content coming for you guys this year. Hope to have a bunch of different collabs. Last year, I was able to get a few more collabs done, but really that's the goal this year. I want to just get as many collabs as possible, where it was as many people as possible. Expand my horizons a little bit. But thank y'all for watching. As always, stay tuned. Let's see how this one turns out. Something moving over that way. Sounds more deer-like, doesn't sound like a bird this time. We'll find out shortly. Alright, now that's definitely a deer I got coming in from that back right corner back there. We got a couple birds up here moving up close to me, but way off to the back right. I hear one steadily walking in this way. Maybe he'll come out before too long. This GoPro doesn't perform too well once it gets a little dark. All right, day number one didn't go too well, so here we are. It's going to be day number two. This is actually the next day, Sunday. Temperature's up about 15 degrees. We were at 41 yesterday. We're sitting at 56 right now. My wife, Savannah, came with me today, though, so we've got double the chance of getting something. I'm going to put her in my first little ground blind, and then I'm going to go on back up to the tree stand. Let's see if we can get one today. Well, our hunt is ruined for the day. Somebody's daggum dogs come up the daggum trail. No wonder my daggum deer got spooked and never did come out. Folks, you need to keep your dogs put up, especially during daggum deer season. I mean, I'm not gonna do it, but there's plenty of folks out here that would have put some lead in those dogs just then. I don't know if they're your pets and you love them, you don't want that to happen, but lots of individuals in this world that would have most certainly put some lead in them, not let them just walk off. All right, y'all, welcome to day number three. We were unsuccessful on both day number one and day number two. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to sit up in the tree stand. I'm actually going to slip off down in the woods, down in some thicker stuff. Just find me a big old pine tree and lean up against it and see if we can call one in. Let's see if we can happen today. All right, y'all, we're back out here again. We were unsuccessful yet again on day number three. This is gonna be day number four. I'm hoping we get it done for y'all today. We're back in the ladder stand today, It's probably about 10 o'clock in the morning. We got a little bit of rain moving in this evening, so I'm hoping that they're moving around midday today. That was kind of my game plan anyway. Well, let's see what happens. All right, we got one moving off down in there, kind of to the front and to the right of us a little bit. Can't see him because right there between me and him there's lots of heavy, thick brush. But kind of sounds like you might wind up coming out over here. Over on the right side of my trail, there's a couple good scrapes down that way. Kind of sounds like that's where this deer may be headed. That one back off to our right side never did come out. He just kept on moving along. Kept on going down the hillside. Just never did come out for us. But now we've got one moving right here back off to the left. Hopefully this one actually comes out. We can get a shot on it. I mean, I don't really care what it is as long as it's a decent sized buck or a doe. I'm not going to shoot a little tiny deer or a little fawn or too small of a buck. But if it's got some size and some meat to it, and it's brown, it's down today. Getting towards the end of the season and really just trying to get some meat for the freezer. Here he comes. Got her, y'all. I was sitting there looking at them through the scope, trying to figure out which one was bigger. That one seemed like clearly the biggest one. But she is down. Old 30-30 don't play. Put it right there behind her shoulder and shoot, dropped her. Heck yeah, that's awesome. I was hoping we wouldn't have to sit out here too long, and exactly like I thought, they were moving early before that before that rain comes in this evening. I figured that was going to be the case, that they were going to be stirring around fairly early in the day. So right now it's only a little, it's just a little after 12 o'clock right now. So I went out here but a couple hours. We got some meat for the freezer. Yeah, we're gonna let her just finish on out, and then we'll get down and we'll see y'all there at her, check her out. Nice big old doe. That's gonna be plenty of good meat for the freezer. But we shouldn't have messed up too much meat. Got the old big girl down. Now that's another one we could chalk up to the old Marlin 30-30. This old gun has seen many a deer in its day. My granddaddy gave this thing to me years ago. I know some of my cousins have killed deer with it. My dad's killed deer with it. I'm sure my uncle's killed deer with it. No granddaddy has, obviously. No telling else who else killed deer with it, but this thing has took down a many of a deer in its day. That's one more to add to the collection. I was hoping maybe we'd have a buck come out, but honestly, I waited just a little bit after she walked out because I hear another one with her. I was hoping maybe it was a buck or something, but honestly, just hadn't really had too many bucks on the camera here lately. Right before the season started, I had a few big bucks that were hanging around that I was getting on camera all the time. Yeah, I figured they'd have met their end with somebody else because I haven't seen them in a while. It's been over a month since I've had any one of my decent bucks on camera. But like I said back at the beginning, today's mission was really just about getting some deer meat for the freezer before the season ends up closing. But let's go on ahead and it's really important if you're hunting in the state of Alabama. Go on ahead and get on the Outdoor Alabama app. and report your deer on the game check. Make sure you do that because you don't want to wind up with that fine for not doing it. All right, now that the fun's over with, the real work begins. We got to drag this thing like half a mile to 3/4 of a mile out of the woods. Because as of right now, I don't have a 4-wheeler trail cut in here. Maybe next year that'll change. It'll be a little bit easier getting a deer out of here. And if y'all ever want to realize just how fat and out of shape you are, get to dragging a 150-pound deer about a half a mile, 3/4 of a mile, whatever it is, out of the woods. You're gonna realize real quick you ain't as young as you used to be. Ain't as good a shape as you used to be. Like I need to get in the gym or something. Cause it has whooped me, buddy, I tell you what. All right, y'all, we're at the last little leg of our journey now, and it's a good thing too. Cause shoot, at the rate that I'm losing clothes, the rate that they're peeling off of me, I'll be naked by the time I get to the truck if it was too much further away. There's the truck right there. I mean, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's just right there on the other side of them trees. But yeah, if that walk was too much further, then shoot. Either one, I was going to have to call somebody to drag me out of the woods too, or two, like I said, at the rate that my clothes are peeling off of me, I was going to be daggum naked, and y'all don't want to see that for sure. I'm sure there's going to be somebody on here that makes fun of me for being a wimp about dragging a deer like somewhere between half and 3/4 of a mile. I'm sure we got somebody on here that's drug one for 10 miles uphill both ways through the woods during a driving hailstorm. But shoot, I'm just a feller at my main outdoor activities, fishing, work at a desk job, so don't really do a whole lot of physical work. Did back in my younger days. Now, I did a lot of physical work back then, but the last 7 or 8 years or so having a desk job, I done got daggum fat and lazy. Fat and lazy and out of shape. I'm definitely gonna need to be looking into a gym membership. Let's finish this last leg. Well, all right, y'all, that's gonna be a wrap for this one. The wife came along and helped me get it loaded up in the back of the truck, and I don't know what this thing is. We got some wild youngins too. Yeah. But that's gonna be a wrap for this one. Glad we finally got one on camera for y'all. I'm getting beat up by my kids. I don't know what's wrong with them. I think I did a Bambi reenactment. Y'all know it may have been. I ain't sure the other one could have been its kid. But I'm being accused of doing a Bambi reenactment. But I appreciate y'all watching. We'll see you guys next time.